Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pepsi Stadium for the NCCAA D2 Men's Soccer National Tournament. Tonight's match features the number 5 seeded Bob Jones University Bruins and the number 4 seeded Pensacola Christian College Eagles. At this time, we ask you to please stand for a word of prayer. And following prayer, we'll have the playing of our national anthem and the starting line. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the fact that your mercies are new to us every morning. We thank you for the game of soccer and what it teaches us about life, what it teaches us about respect for our opponent, and ultimately the way we can use it as a tool to glorify you. I thank you be with these players as they play. Please keep them safe. Continue to play to the best of their ability. And for those of us who watch, we will do so in a manner that brings glory to your Son, Jesus Christ. And it's in his name we pray. Amen. Meet the starters for tonight's game. First,
and a good evening from Pepsi Stadium on the campus of North Greenville University. We continue on in pool play of the 2018 Division II NCCAA Men's Soccer Championship. It's 44 degrees and pretty steady rain has been falling. It's expected to get heavier throughout the evening. We are in Pool A as we wrap up day 2 of pool play action. It's the 4-5 matchup. The 4-seed Pensacola Christian College Eagles taking on the 5-seed Bob Jones University Bruins. Hi again, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Let's meet the starters for both of these teams. For Bob Jones, head coach Jesse McCormick in his 7th season. Starting in front of the net, number 1, Isaac Landry. Also starting tonight for the Bruins is number 3, Sebastian Zulik. Number 4, Caleb Adams. Number 5, Andrew Peterson. Number 6, Jordan Cruz. Number 9, Peter Waddy. Number 12, Jesse Russ. Number 14, Brady Carmichael. Number 16, Micah Klein. Number 17, Carl Walker. And number 18, Andrew Zhang. That's the starters for the Bruins, who come in playing their first game here in pool play. Now for Joseph Lewos and the Pensacola Eagles, in front of the net is Brent Konazinski, also starting today. Number 1, Jake McClellan. Number 5, Tim Yefimov. Number 8, Paul Stewart. Number 9, Riley Buchalski. Number 10, Kendall Molinex. Number 12, Nick Stanridge. Number 13, Hayden Hoffman. Number 14, Ben Grover. Number 15, Travis Rose. Number 22, Lucas Sampaio. And that rounds out the starters for the Eagles. So the Eagles have already played here in pool play, losing 1-0 to North Central. It's a must-win here today for Pensacola if they hope to repeat as national champions. Meanwhile, Bob Jones getting things started. They can make some noise and set up a winner-take-all situation tomorrow against North Central. These two teams are meeting for the second time this season. These two rival schools met at Bob Jones University on September 29th. Pensacola Christian won that one 1-0. So it was a tight one then. We expect it to be very tight throughout this one as well. We'd love to hear from you during today's broadcast. Use the hashtag NCCAA Soccer on Twitter, and I'll be glad to check in on that every so often. It is windy, it is cold, it is raining, and the conditions could not be more miserable. That said, here at Pepsi Stadium, this field is equipped to handle a lot of water, and the field conditions are good. So that's the good news. Pensacola actually outshot North Central yesterday 15-13. It'll be Bob Jones in the dark blue, possessing first with Pensacola in the white. Settle in, everybody. And for all of us here, please, at home, turn up the heat. Just because you can. We'd love to have some of that here right now. Bruins possessing, and we are underway. It should be a good one. These two South Region rivals and these two schools that are certainly linked at the hip and have been ever since Pensacola was founded. Bob Jones is an at-large bid. They lost to Trinity in the South Region semifinals, and Pensacola also an at-large bid, losing to Trinity in the South Region final. In that game on September 29th, the lone goal of the game was scored by Jake McClellan. The shots were 15-11 in favor of Bob Jones. Brent Konosinski took the free kick, a 2.97 goals against average, 69% save percentage, 121 saves during the regular season. He was under the gun a bit yesterday, allowed just the one goal, played pretty well. They're going to need him to be big again today. For Bob Jones, Isaac Landry, good keeper who can also start the counterattack, according to Jesse McCormick. A 2.45 goals against average for Isaac Landry, the junior. 75% save percentage, 120 saves, and one clean sheet to his credit as well in 2018. So both teams trading about. Our first game today was played in Pool B, and Kentucky Christian and Trinity finished to a 1-1 draw. So Trinity had a chance to clinch Pool B with a victory. Instead, they will await their fate. On this end of the field, Travis Rose, who we didn't see yesterday, from Flint, Michigan. Yefimov sends it into the box. The goalie came out, Landry, but fortunately the defense had his back, and the offside flag is up. So that shot attempt will not count. The rain, as I mentioned, is expected to get heavier throughout the night, so no decision made as of yet for tomorrow's game. Bob Jones will take on North Central. Judging by the conversations that have been had here, at least right now, they're leaning towards coming back here if it's possible. But again, no official decision will be made likely until tomorrow. I want to check the field conditions at Memorial Stadium. Bob Jones trying to get the counter. Rush with the through ball. Offside flag is up. Peterson trying to get through. Andrew Peterson, 4 goals, 1 assist. The senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, off. And that'll set up an Eagles free kick. Pensacola, the 2017 national champs, defending champs. They beat Trinity 1-0. Puhalski takes it to the top. Sends it over on the far side. Going to be kind of hard to spot those numbers over there. It looks like Mullinex, though, for the Eagles. Setting it up, Yefimov with some space. And that ball knuckles right to Landry, who makes a play on it. Well, I missed a few Pensacola fans on Twitter yesterday, so I want to acknowledge them while we have a moment. And I got to give a special acknowledgement to Diana Lowe's, who clearly set up a Twitter account just to tweet at me these fun facts about Joe Lowe's, who grew up in Bay Village, Ohio, suburb of the Cleveland area. And I gave a shout out to the bus drivers who had to drive up or down or from the right, I guess from the left, depending on their perspective during this treacherous weather that we've had all week in the upstate. Turns out Pensacola's coaches are the bus drivers. So there you go, Diana. You didn't set that account up for nothing. Bruins trying to get the attack going. Klein looking over on the far side for Peterson, and it's cleared away by the Eagles. Also want to give a shout out to somebody else too, but we'll do that here in a minute. As Peterson tries to, excuse me, that was Waddy trying to get something going for Bob Jones. And again, that defense knocks it away. You can see there's not a lot of splishing and splashing down on the field. From what we've been told here, Pepsi Stadium field can handle up to 5 inches of rain per hour. Great drainage here, and the field, I checked it when I got here at about 10 after 4, and I was running around a little bit, walking up, and it's wetter than yesterday, certainly, but in pretty good shape. Best you can ask for, certainly. McClellan looking to make something happen. Sampaio from the middle. Hoffman on the near side for Buchalski, sends it into the box. Trouble there is missed attempt on the clear, and that shot fired short of the post. And it'll be a goal kick. So you can see both teams moving very fluid here in this opening few minutes, 7 minutes in. Hoffman tried that shot, by the way, for Pensacola. Bob Jones' counterattack fizzles there. And here come Pensacola against Stanridge with a good run, but the defense back line for the Bruins able to hold. Walker had it for the Bruins. Peterson trying to gain control, taken back by Mullinex. And possession trading back and forth inside of center circle. You can hear the wind starting to howl. It has really picked up throughout the evening. Sulik tried to make something happen. Defense clears, counter is on again for Pensacola. Patient this time on the near side is Stewart. Buchalski. And that's deflected, so Pensacola will get another throw here. 8 minutes in. Rose with the throw, trying to chase it down is Sampaio. And it's played back to the keeper, Landry, for the Bruins. Hoffman turns it over. Good defense, Sulik. Sulik on the counter. Leaves it at center circle. Bob Jones has some daylight, but bad passing leads to another turnover. Buchalski right near us. Walker takes it away for the Bruins. Through ball. Stanridge is there for Pensacola. Bruins stay with it, firing it wide to the left of the post. That was Jesse Rush. A sharp player, according to Jesse McCormick, just a little bit off with that attempt, and a goal kick to come. Michael Wagner is the other person on Twitter I got to give a shout out to. Mention I'm going, there's a lot of Cleveland connections on that Pensacola side, and mentioned that I'm from Cleveland, going home for mom's stuffing and turkey next week after this tournament over, and he wanted to know if he could come. Yes, but only if you bring a pecan pie. So there you go. Everybody has been accounted for now. 10th minute. Both teams some good energy here in this one. We saw some good energy in the first game, but once it got to about the 80th minute, again, ambitious effort there. A little too much on that one for Waddy. And another goal kick to come for Konazinski. Konazinski's one of those Clevelanders. Joseph Lewo's in his second season. D2 Coach of the Year last year. The pride of Bay Village. Stanridge knocks that out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Bruins. Carmichael. That was Cruz. Yefimov taking it back. Pensacola, just 4 freshmen on this roster. It's a veteran team. And they need 3 points out of this one. A tie will not cut it. Bob Jones looking to make an opening round statement here in pool play. Rush fires it low to the right. And the Bruins are not being shy with their shot attempts. They are firing it whenever they have even a little bit of space. Bob Jones just 5-12-1. They played a tough mix of JUCOs, NAIs, NCAA opponents. They played 4 teams in the top 10 at the D2 level this year. 4 teams in the top 10. That tells you a couple of things. It tells you something about what the Bruins did to prepare for this national tournament, and it also tells you about how good soccer is in the South. Men's and women's. And the Carolinas is tremendous.
Peter dropping deeper. Peter dropping deeper.
Nothing happening on that attack, but Pensacola's passing has been a little bit off. Walker takes it away. Walker sends it in for Rush, and the offside flag is up. Not a bad crowd. The Bruins, of course, hosting this tournament, and it's not a great day to be out here watching soccer, but their fans made the trip about 20 minutes north of their campus to come check out the Bruins here today. Yefimov losing it again. Walker has played well from the midfield spot today. Walker now. Nice hesitation looking for Waddy. And the defense escapes that time. I mean, Bob Jones is bringing everybody up right now. Walker, ball deflected. On the near side, it's Sulik with the cross. Off the tippy toes of Rush. Teeing up again is Walker. So the Bruins are firing at will at Brent Konazinski here in the early going of this one. It's been Soccer National Championship brought to you by Pepsi, located right here in the upstate. Pepsi delivers an array of Pepsi products you know and love. Pepsi, crisp, smooth, and refreshing. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here on the brand new NCCAA network. Day 2 of pool play. First game for Bob Jones here in Pool A, and Pensacola will wrap up pool play today. There was an off day on Friday, so Pensacola can get 3 points in this one. They'll await their fate. They have 2 days off, and they'll be thankful for it because tomorrow's going to be a lousy day weather-wise, too. Sulik driving in. Sulik just over the crossbar. A lot of good action for the Bruins today, and Pensacola is under the gun, but they're a little too amped up right now. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Temperatures expecting to fall throughout the game. We started at 44 degrees. Expected to be maybe in the 30s by the end of this one, depending on how long it goes. Cruz looking for Rush. Rush battling. Walker comes up. This is Peterson. Spinning is Waddy. No call. Pensacola trying to get out on the run now. Bruins are back on defense, though, so they'll settle the attack. Here's McClellan turning it over. Bob Jones has come out strong here, pushing forward. Sulik on the ball. On the far side, Waddy. Trying to get the through ball in, and Yefimov was there. Good defense by the Eagles on that sequence. As they continue to bring guys up, Bruins called for the foul. So Pensacola will get the free kick here. Minute number 16, less than a half hour to go in this opening half. Sheeman, glad to be with you here tonight. Yefimov sends it to the near side. Buchalski back to Yefimov. Just inside center circle. Trouble with it, Hoffman. There was the first wet spot that we've seen on the field. You can kind of see the water splash up there. Peterson for Bob Jones. Sent to the near side for Sulik. Sulik keeps it in play. Sulik. Buchalski came charging. Players collide. Sulik gets around him. Sulik, nifty footwork there, sends it into the box, and it'll be cleared out. That back line for Pensacola on its back heels here in the early stages. Carmichael tried to turn on it. And a throw up coming now for Pensacola. Buchalski, the header. Walker got there first for the Bruins. Walker on the ball again, fighting with McClellan for position. And now it's Hoffman for the Eagles. This is Hoffman. Hoffman, good ball on the far side. And trying to run it down was Mullinex, but it's cleared out by the Bruins. So Pensacola will throw, and I believe it's Mullinex on the throw. Sampaio, lone man in the box. McClellan comes over to the far side to help out. Waddy clears. Walker. On the far side, Peterson. Up top, Rush. Good passing until that one by Rush. A turnover by the Eagles. Sampaio trying to keep hope alive. Mullinex sends it to center circle. Sliding challenge, and McClellan comes out of the pack with it. Near side, Buchalski. Riley Buchalski, 3 goals, 3 assists on the year. This is Rose, Travis Rose. Pass off. Walker comes up with it. Bruins clearly looking to get on the board first. Peterson on the near side, Sulik. Sulik one-on-one. Sulik sends it into the box. Deflected out to Rush. Peterson. And there's going to be a foul called right outside the box. And it'll be on the Eagles. So a free kick for Bob Jones. The Bruins shots have been a little amped up. We'll see who takes it here. Rushes the guy with the ball right now. Is that a 5-man wall? It's at least a 4-man wall. They're backing up. So it will be Rush to take it. Jesse Rush, 3 goals, 4 assists on the season. Konazinski, the great communicator, directing traffic, making sure the defense is where he wants them. In front of the net for the Eagles. Rush fires, and again, too strong. So the Bruins have gotten some shots off, but a lot of them have been like that. Not much of a challenge, or not much of a threat, I should say. See what everybody's talking about at visitgreenvillesc.com. From beautiful landscapes to a small-town Main Street, it's no wonder why people from all across the world are visiting. Check out Greenville, South Carolina. I checked out a little bit of Greenville, South Carolina today. I went downtown to check out the falls on the Reedy River downtown, went over the bridge, and if you've been to the area, I'm sure a lot of Pensacola fans have made the trip up for a game or two throughout the years, and it's a beautiful little park, and with all the rain we've been having, I was curious to see what the falls looked like, and they looked more like rapids than falls. It was moving, the water today on the Reedy River. Kind of like the Bruins have been moving on the counterattack. A lot of speed here today for Bob Jones. Nothing to show for it yet, though. Here in the 22nd minute, inside 24 to go in the first half. Pensacola kind of weathering the storm. Not only the rainstorm, but the attack for Bob Jones here today. Sulik. Sulik fires it. Nice block by Konazinski. Beautiful save. Staying with it is Peterson. Peterson fires for Rush. Blocked again. Konazinski. Back-to-back big-time saves. That's what that Slyman's Deli will do for you. You get enough of those sandwiches in you, you'll be alert and ready to go. Offside flag is up on the near side, so it'll be a free kick for the Eagles. On the near side, it's Rose. Travis Rose, the senior defender from Flint, Michigan. Getting the start here today. Not normally a starter, but Joseph LeWo's playing back-to-back games and changing things up a little bit. Get some fresh legs out there. Smart idea come tournament time. Another turnover. Walker. Here's Rush. Rush never really able to gather. Now the counterattack from Sampaio and the Eagles. Sampaio with a good run. Splits 2 defenders and finally runs out of real estate. Back and forth we go here in the pouring rain. Coming up is Yefimov. Bob Jones stays with it, though. That through ball does get through. Offside flag is up, though. These two teams are so familiar with each other. We expect a tight contest here in this national tournament. This is Pool A. North Central defeating Pensacola yesterday. The top seed North Central Rams with 3 points. Pensacola can still have an outside shot if they can get 3 points here today. They need to beat Bob Jones. Then they got to turn into fans of their rivals and hope Bob Jones beats North Central, but beats them by less than they beat Bob Jones. Does that make any sense? Goal differential is the first tiebreaker. So, if you're Pensacola, you want to win, and you want to win big today. That's really your best chance. Through ball, running it down. Buchalski trying to get there. He does. Cruz is there on him. Buchalski, couple of moves, and Cruz stays with them, but deflects it behind, so it will be a corner kick for the Eagles. 25th minute, and our first corner of the game, I believe. Couldn't see who ran out there to take it, unfortunately. Stewart took a lot of them yesterday. You guys see a number on him? It's Jake McClellan, 3 goals, 6 assists as he sends it into the box. The header by Mullinex deflected out. Pensacola trying to stay with it. Stewart sends it back over to McClellan on the near side. McClellan fires it low. No trouble for Isaac Landry there. Let's see the counter. This is what Jesse McCormick told me, that Isaac Landry's good about getting this counterattack going. That ball's going to be a little too much on it. Nope. Nice hustle by Sulik to keep it in play, and able to deflect and earn his team a corner kick. That was alert. I thought for sure that ball was going to be too far forward. Sulik really hustled. Nifty footwork to keep it on the line, and then able to deflect for the corner kick. It'll be Brady Carmichael, the freshman from Moore, South Carolina, 2 assists on the season. He'll take the corner for Bob Jones. The 5 seed. And that's deflected out. Good defense. That time, Travis Rose on the deflection. The speed on the near side from McClellan. Adams takes it away. Counter again. Sulik. This Bob Jones team, just 10 goals on the season. Not even in the top 20 in Division II. But remember, they played a lot of tough competition early on. And they are certainly pushing the tempo here today. Walker sends it to the far side, ball into the box. They're looking for Rush, and Konazinski is there to grab it. Keep in mind, with the way the rain has been falling, and it's a little bit lighter now than it was at the start of the game, but it's consistent and it's not going to stop at all. So that creates a pretty wet ball out there that the keepers have to contend with. Buchalski looking top of the box for Sampaio, and that is off the mark. Here we go again with the Bob Jones counterattack. Sulik has some space. Defender is closing Hoffman, and it's knocked away. Pensacola over on the far side. Grover. Buchalski on the near side. Buchalski trying to make some moves around Cruz. Cross into the box. McClellan gets there, top of the box. Jake facing some pressure. Passes it back. Yefimov. Now the rain is picking up again. Pass on the far side from Hoffman to Mullinex, and it's going to go out. First sub of the game for the Bruins, it's Caleb Myers, the local product, sophomore from Greenville. 29th minute. You see the time left on your screen. Coming out of the game is Sulik. So Sulik will get a breather after running all over the field for the first 29 minutes of this game at 100 miles an hour. Does Bob Jones have track? They need to get him on the track team if they do. Peterson on the far side. This is Rush. Rush, ball got a little bit too far forward from him. Buchalski now, near side of center circle. Sampaio facing pressure. Back to Yefimov. Pass on the near side to McClellan. McClellan turns on it. Sliding in, nice play by Myers, but it's still Pensacola with possession. Good run by Stanridge. Stanridge, nice ball, gets it back on the 1-2. He'll chase it down, cross it in. Coming up, Landry, it's through his hands. Buchalski hits it into the back of the net. What a sequence for Pensacola. Want to check on that. I think it might be Mullinex who scored that goal. It is Kendall Mullinex, so apologies there, but Mullinex here in the 30th minute strikes first, and Pensacola weathers the Bob Jones frantic attack and gets it on their end and able to strike first. So the Eagles take a 1-0 lead. A must-win for Pensacola here today. They have to get 3 points, and ideally they need to win by multiple goals. If it's a one-goal game, that might not be enough. That's flicked in. No trouble for the keeper, Konazinski, off the foot of Walker. Neither one of these teams came in with heavy offensive numbers, in part because of the competition that they both play. Pensacola started the season 0-8 against mainly NAIs and Division II opponents, and as we discussed yesterday during the first round action of pool play, NAIs and D2s are relatively equal. A lot of schools leave the NAIA and go D2 because they want that NCAA moniker to help them with recruiting, but in a lot of ways the competition is very even between NAIAs and D2s. More subs in. Number, well, we'll tell you about them. I thought I saw the right number, but I don't think I did. So 15 for Bruins. That's Jacob Kester, the sophomore from Peyton, Colorado, coming in. Mullinex, by the way, 4 goals now on the season. The junior from Nashville, Tennessee. Look out. Peterson got there. And it's going to be cleared behind. It was off Pensacola, so we'll have another corner kick for the Bruins. Their second here today. 32nd minute. Carmichael will jog out there for Bob Jones. Pensacola has to have 3 points out of this one, or they are eliminated. One team has been eliminated already. Kansas Christian's been knocked out after the draw in Pool B. Nothing doing on that corner kick. Coming up is Cruz for the Bruins. Walker sends it back. Here's Rush. Rush has been dangerous here today. That is going to be deflected, and it'll go for a goal kick. Learn, love, and lead for over 90 years. Bob Jones University has been equipping leaders to make a difference for the cause of Christ. You can find out more by visiting bju.edu. We're at North Greenville University, Pepsi Stadium. Great facilities here for this North Greenville athletic program. And we can't thank them enough for coming out here and freezing with the rest of us. The temperature, by the way, down to 42 degrees. One more day of nasty weather, although it's not going to be as bad, so they say, tomorrow. At this point, I can't imagine a day where it's not cloudy and rainy. But supposedly, it's going to be out of here by tomorrow morning. The radar seems to indicate otherwise, but we'll see. As of right now, no decision made about tomorrow. We may be back here. We may be at Bob Jones. Lima's come on, as you'd see him try to tee up that shot for Pensacola. Pedro Lima, the Brazilian. On the near side, Buchalski fires it. Blocked and taken away by Adams. Adams sends it ahead to Rush. Rush keeps it in play. Rush will throw it in on the deflection. That's going to be headed out. Headed by Stanridge. Rush gives way, and it'll be Myers with the throw in here. Cruz. Knocked ahead by Stanridge. Battle for it at center circle. They're going to get a foul on the Bruins, so a free kick to come here for Pensacola. The heavy rain right now is still a little bit north of Atlanta. It's hard to believe that there's heavier stuff coming, but there is. It so far today has been moving more towards the west, so the folks in Chattanooga, Tennessee have been getting the heaviest of the rain. As the night goes on, though, that's expected to change. And it looks like there's a nice big blob of yellow, which is medium amounts of heavy rain coming this way. Hopefully they'll be able to get the game in before that. The wind is shifted, too. It's blowing in towards us now. Battle for the ball. Look out. That back line living dangerously. Myers on the ball, taken away by Buchalski. Buchalski will fire it. It curves, but no trouble there for Landry, who makes a play on it. This rain has been coming up all week from the Gulf Coast, and you get that Gulf Coast moisture, and it's relentless. I don't need to tell the folks in Pensacola anything about that, but for whatever reason, when those systems come up this way, it just brings a lot of downpours. The biggest floods that have gone on in the upstate and in the mountain areas of North Carolina in this area in recorded history have all come from rains from the Gulf Coast. Yefimov sends it into the box. McClellan comes up with it. That is Lima. Lima fires off the crossbar. Still alive. Buchalski tries to get on it, keeps it alive. McClellan trying to chase. No call as players hitting the deck. It's cleared out, but Stanridge is there. Stanridge will fire, and that'll be well to the right. So a goal kick to come, more subs in. Mason Brink from Holland, Michigan coming into the game for Joseph Lewo's team. Halftime will take a break. We're in the 38th minute now. You see the time left there on your screen. Lima tried to get on the ball. Through ball to McClellan. McClellan, yes. Oh, no, he missed. I thought that for sure that was going in. Landry came all the way out. The box was completely empty, and I thought McClellan for sure was going to hit that on target. I was wrong, though. So it remains, fortunately for Bruins fans, 1-0. This has been a wild first half. The first game today was played very slowly. Two good defensive teams who, quite frankly, were just out of gas at the end of the game. We played 110 total minutes, 2 overtime periods, and the score ended 1-1. This game has been up and down in the rain. Buchalski again sliding. That ball played forward. Stanridge is there. And we're looking on the far side. It's taken away by the Bruins. Counterattack for the Bruins. Getting going here with Young. Played back to Walker. Walker to Rush. Stanridge was there for Pensacola. Walker on the ball again. The Kyle Rote winner, Kyle Walker, for 2018. A very prestigious award. You can go to the nccaa.org and learn more about that. Kyle Walker, the proud recipient here in 2018. It'll be a throw for the Bruins on the far side. 40th minute, nearing 5 minutes to go in this opening half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. McClellan. Yefimov leaves it back and passes a little bit wide, trying to chase it down. Pensacola, but it'll be Bob Jones getting on it. Good flick forward by Rush. Pensacola able to clear. .41st minute. Short throw goes to Young. They're going to play it back to Cruz. The center back, Adams. Taps it to the left for the other center back, Michael Klein. This is Cruz. Pensacola back on it. Rafael Sanzio in the game, number 7 for Pensacola. So a lot of guys who we didn't see in the first game are getting time here in this second game. Pensacola playing back-to-backs, and again, good strategy by Joseph Loweau as he's got a nice deep bench. Might as well have some guys in there who have some fresher legs. McClellan applying some pressure. Cruz. Tap back from Young. There's Adams, back to Cruz. 9 freshmen on this year's Bruins roster. 4 to 6 of them start any given game. It's a younger team. Team that has struggled at home this year, just 2-7. This is technically not at home. It's about 18 miles north of home, but as the host school, they certainly have more fans here than anybody else will. Yefimov sends it on the far side. This is Lima. Lima with 2 defenders around him, and Bruins take it away. On the near side, Myers. Nobody home right near us. That's going to be cleared out by the Eagles. Quick throw. And we're looking for Rush. Eagles take it away, though. Lima at center circle, trying to get that through ball to McClellan. And a good job defensively by Cruz. Sends it back to Landry. 43rd minute, nearing 2 minutes to go here in this opening half. Lone goal of the game by Mullinex in the 30th minute for Pensacola has them up 1-0 and a must-win for them. Nice shot by Buchalski. The follow-up by Lima is, again, a little over-ambitious. There goes that wind again. You can hear it howling into the night. Well, they say it was deflected, so we have a corner kick now for the Eagles. And I believe it's Paul Stewart over there. Ball into the box. Header is cleared out by one of the defenders. Stewart crosses it in. Trying for the header again. Bruins trying to get on the ball, and it goes for a goal kick off the head of Brink. 1:10 left to work with. We'll take our normal 15-minute break at the half. Go guard against hypothermia for 15 minutes and come on back for the second half. Both these teams, by the way, will go inside, and hopefully there's ample towels in there for them. I can't imagine it's a lot of fun out there, although both teams are playing with very good pace. It's been an up and down kind of first half. Bob Jones started with more of the ball. Since then, things have been pretty hectic. Jacob Kester on the far side. And that goes behind with 23 seconds left to go. It'll likely wrap it up for this first half, especially since Konozinski has to go out there and chase it down. So that ran off a good 14 seconds, and the first half will end with Pensacola leading it over their rivals, Bob Jones. 1-0 thanks to a 30th minute goal from Kendall Mullinex, the junior, giving the Eagles a 1-goal lead. We will take our halftime break for 15 minutes. We'll come back in 15 and give you the second half action. You are watching the 2018 NCCAA Division II Men's Soccer National Championship on the NCCAA Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to North Greenville. 1-0 in favor of Pensacola Christian. It's Pool A, Day 2 in this 2018 NCCAA Division II Men's Soccer Championship. Pensacola wins, they're right back in the mix of things. If Bob Jones wins, they'll be in a tie for the top of Pool A with North Central, who defeated Pensacola. If you're just joining us, welcome in, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. The rain has started to get even heavier, which we anticipated throughout the night. And the wind is also starting to pick up, blowing in towards us. It was a 30th minute goal by Kendall Mullinex to put Pensacola on the board. Bob Jones started the first half very strong, but a lot of their shots were off the mark, so nothing really to show for it. And it's Pensacola with the 1-0 lead and possession as we start the final 45 minutes of play. By the way, shout out to Brandon with the NCCAA National Office, who sent me the official tie-breaking guidelines for the national championship. And I had said that goal differential was the first tiebreaker. The first tiebreaker, other than points, of course, is actually head-to-head results. So, if Pensacola wins today, they would still be in second place after Day 2 because they lost to North Central. North Central would still have the tiebreaker even though they both have 3 points. Now, if all teams get a victory, let's say everybody's 1-1 after pool play, then it comes down to goal differential. And the maximum on that is +3. So maximum is +3. That means that no team can have more than 3-goal advantage no matter what the final scores are. And then the next tiebreaker would be goals against, goals scored, and the last tiebreaker would be the higher seed. So all of those things will come into play once tomorrow wraps up the final pool play day. This is it for Pensacola. So they have to win today. If they don't win today, it's a moot point. And for Bob Jones, they don't have to win today, but it would help. They would have to win tomorrow, however, if Bob Jones is able to come back. And if both teams are a tie, don't worry too much about it. It's still a lot to sort out. So Pensacola in the white, Bob Jones in the blue. The Eagles as the 4 seed, the Bruins as the 5 seed. The Eagles trying to get on the attack. And Landry able to clear that. The keeper for Bob Jones. Coming up is Grover. Pensacola, now this is Rush at center circle for Bob Jones. Over on the far side, Peterson trying to get on the ball. And he touched it last as it went out of play. You can hear the wind really picking up and the rain starting to pelt our crowd mic, so if it sounds noisy, it is noisy. For Pensacola, they are the defending champions, and a bad ball there. Grover knew it as soon as he passed it. No harm, no foul, as Rush was unable to come up with anything. However, Pensacola called for the foul, so it'll be a free kick for Bob Jones. In a good position here, about 30 yards out. And it looks like Rush will take it. Takes it short to Carmichael. And it's blocked by Buchalski. Here comes McClellan. Rush takes it away for Bob Jones. Rush has played well here today. Both of these teams, really good action in very poor conditions. The field, by the way, is still holding up pretty well. Back heel Sulik to Rush. Rush was looking to get it into the box, and that back line for Pensacola able to hold. Counterattack is on. Over on the far side, Lima. Lima takes it to the middle, looking for McClellan. Pass was a little bit off, though. Walker got there first. We want to thank everybody who's brought us these national tournaments in the NCC AA, Spinks, Aramark, Bon Secours, Integra Bank, and Pepsi. Thank you all for your support. Volleyball gets going tomorrow. The women's soccer semifinals will be on Friday, which is the men's off day. So Pensacola, if they go to the championship game, will have 2 days off. McClellan over on the far side. Buchalski crosses it into the box. Mullinex leaves it in the middle. And fortunate for Bob Jones, nobody was there for Pensacola. That's similar to how Mullinex scored the first goal of the evening. Here's Grover. Grover fires it in. Defender there for the Bruins. That was Kester, I believe, for Bob Jones. Waddy plays it back. On the near side, Grover takes it away. Bob Jones continues to apply some pressure. They came out like gangbusters in that first half. Fired shot after shot after shot at Konazinski. Konazinski weathered the storm. A lot of the shots were well off the mark. Over on that far side, Sulik was one of the main reasons for the counterattack for Bob Jones. Very fast striker over on the right side, number 3, the freshman from Charleston. So that yellow blob of rain that we talked about in the first half is over us right now, and it will likely be with us through the rest of this game. Look out. Trouble. And he's got another one. It's Mullinex again. The second time here today. And an unbelievable counter for Pensacola has them in good position. You can see it here, getting right by the defender. Unbelievable. Kendall Mullinex again. This time in the 52nd minute, 22 minutes after his first goal. I didn't think much was going to come of that. The defense for Bob Jones, even in one-on-one situations tonight, has been so strong. But Mullinex able to beat the defender and able to beat Landry as well. And now Pensacola, this is what they need. Goal differential, if everybody ends up tied here in this pool, is so important. Remember, though, there's a 3-goal limit to the goal differential. Pensacola can win this one 4-1 or 3-0 and still be well within that. Remember, they lost 1-0, and the goal differential isn't per game. It's a cumulative thing. Now they get another foul on Bob Jones, so a free kick here for the defending champs. They fire it well over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. So Landry takes the kick. Bob Jones has to get something going offensively now. Walker tried with the header, but that back line for Pensacola has been tough as the game has gone on. Here's Yefimov. Played back. Rose sends it forward. Taken away again by the Bruins. It was Cruz. Here's Sulik. Rush couldn't gain control of it. Yefimov, Rush coming from behind. It's a Mullinex. And the counter is on. Rush looking for Zhang. Andrew Zhang, good left back. Sulik battling with Stewart for Pensacola. This game will get even more frantic as Bob Jones continues to bring guys forward, and they're going to have to. Again, this is not a winner go home by any stretch for the Bruins, but playing the top seed tomorrow in a back-to-back kind of a game after playing today in the freezing cold is in a must-win situation, not where you want to be. Be a throw for the Eagles on the far side. Ten minutes into the second half, 55th minute. Pensacola. Rush applying some pressure. Mullinex gets to the ball on the near side. And over near us, it's going to be a throw for the Eagles. Mullinex Zhang takes it away. And it looks like inadvertent handball is the call there. The NCCAA National Tournament action for men's soccer brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi, crisp, smooth, and refreshing. We're at Pepsi Stadium in North Greenville. Still 42 degrees. The rain has picked up, as you can hear. The wind has calmed down a bit, though. The wind was a stiff blowing wind from right to left in the first half, and it's calmed down somewhat here in this second half. Temperatures expected to continue to fall. It's going to be even colder tomorrow, although the rain is expected to be out by the morning. We'll see about that. Zhang on the near side. That passes off the mark. Getting there was Lima first. Bob Jones gets it back, though. center circle, Carmichael. Here's Klein. Walker sends it back to Cruz, I believe, on that right side. Bruins certainly have time. Good through ball. Rush trying to get there, and it's just a little too far forward for him. So a goal kick to come. You know, you can hear the wind starting to pick up again. It comes and goes. It's fairly consistent, but there are moments of some calmness. It's whipping right now. If you can see the flag, I don't know if we got a shot of that or not with the scoreboard bug right there. We might have not been able to see it, but the flag has kind of been wrapped around the pole a little bit. Bruins trying to get on the attack here. Ball into the box, and Sulik. Nothing doing that time for Sulik. '58th minute, 2-0 in favor of Pensacola. Kendall Mullinex from Nashville. The Music City, Tennessee junior with both goals here today for the Eagles. He had 3 goals all season. 2 here tonight. That through ball is blocked by Stewart. Good defensive play, Paul Stewart. Lima trying to get on the ball for the Eagles. Knocked away by Grover, or excuse me, that was Carmichael for Bob Jones. McClellan. Good ball and a long run over on the far side. Can't see the number. Ball crossed into the box, and it's over Lima and everybody's head. Kept in play, just barely, by Mullinex. Mullinex knuckles it to Lima. Here's Grover. Stewart. The wind has made the rain kind of swirl a little bit, if you can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it in the sky or not, the way the lights are hitting it. It's almost curving as it falls from the sky, blowing out towards the right in sort of a circular fashion. At this point, I'll be happy if I go home with all of my toes still attached to my feet. You know, I got some good advice today to double up on the socks, and I doubled up on the socks, and I needed to at least triple the socks. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. Patient attack here for Bob Jones, and again, that back line for the Eagles able to hold firm. Mullinex, the player of the match so far for Pensacola. On the counter, sends it to the middle, and Carmichael gets there for the Bruins. By the way, I looked, it's 30 degrees right now in Cleveland. I'm sure they'd kill for 42 right now, but you guys are probably inside. Do me a favor, though. I know it's been snowing a little bit. Save some snow for me. I don't get to see snow much anymore. I'll be home on Monday, and I'd love to see some snow on the way. Foul called on the Bruins, so it's going to be a free kick for Stanridge. Stanridge fires it into the back of the net from 50 yards out. Oh, Landry is upset with himself. 3-goal advantage for Pensacola. Nick Stanridge, his 11th of the season. And here in minute 61, it's all Eagles. Nick Stanridge. He's from the 330, Ashland, Ohio. 11 goals now on the season to go along with 4 assists, 26 points. I'm not sure what happened there for Landry. Mistimed the jump. That was a rocket, though, by Nick Stanridge, the junior. Pensacola's attack looked completely out of whack yesterday against North Central. And here today, they have come alive. So now things become even more difficult for the Bruins. Again, it's not a win or go home type of scenario. The Bruins still play the top seed tomorrow. But on the flip side, the Bruins play the top seed tomorrow in a back-to-back. And they're going to need a lot of goals because they're going to be 3 behind. Head-to-head is the first tiebreaker as well, so let's say North Central wins tomorrow but doesn't win by enough, or let's say Bob Jones wins tomorrow but they win 2-1 or something like that, Pensacola would still advance on the head-to-head. All kinds of different scenarios. It's complicated, but the reality right now is Pensacola's in a very good spot here after suffering that defeat yesterday to North Central. Fortunate for them, it was only 1 goal. North Central is still in the driver's seat here in Pool A, by the way, after all this discussion. North Central wins tomorrow, and it doesn't matter what either of these teams do. North Central is here to take care of business, too. Brian Lee made that abundantly clear when we chatted last week. So it'll be interesting unless the Bruins can mount one tremendous comeback here in this final 27 and a half minutes. And all of a sudden, you've got Pensacola fans who will be the biggest Bruins fans that you'll ever see tomorrow, hoping that the Bruins will pull off an upset. Bruins look shell-shocked right now. McClellan, top of the box. They've got nothing going on the attack here in this second half, especially after the second and now third goals of the game. The wind starts to whip again. The flag out near on the other side of the field is blowing stiffly in towards us. Bruins, again, that's through the legs of Peterson. So I'm going to go with a more limited broadcast right now. What I want to do is preserve my notes, and with the rain coming in, I'm afraid I'm going to lose everything. So I'm going to take my notes down, and we're just going to give you a straight-up play-by-play here so that I can make sure that everything is in good shape for the rest of the tournament. Because we're getting a lot of weather coming in towards us now. 3-0 in favor of Pensacola. What a night for them. And the way the game started, it looked like Bob Jones, who came out playing so fast, might walk away with this one. But as fast as they played, the shots were not really on target at any point. Now a corner kick for the Bruins. Opportunity here via the set piece. A good way to get back in it. But nothing happening there. As you see, Klein lose possession. Lima has that deflected over near us. For over 50 years, the NCCAA has been promoting outreach and ministry through the athletic competition. You can find out more. Go to the nccaa.org. Shout out Brandon SID with the NCCAA, giving us those tiebreaker stuff so we can keep you informed. Again, head-to-heads are the first tiebreaker, so Pensacola needs some help, even if they get 3 points out of this. If they finish tied at the top with North Central. That through ball, Rush trying to get there. Coming to the top of the box is Konazinski, who has played well. Konazinski was under the gun early. Konazinski and McClellan. Also Brown, Hoffman, Stanridge, Grover. All of those guys from the Northeast Ohio area. Joseph LeWo's the head coach from Bay Village, a suburb of Cleveland. It's got to be a nice opportunity for those young men to experience the Gulf Coast. I love the Gulf Coast. I've talked about it at just about every Pensacola broadcast I do. I'm hoping, fingers crossed that things go right. I might be moving down there. Get me some of that good Gulf Coast shrimp, hopefully by April. It's certainly plausible. I've tried to make it work the last few years, and one or two things haven't gone right, so I don't want to jinx myself, but I just love it down there. It's the one place that feels like home to me. It's a great region of this country, and it is its own region, too. On the near side, this is Zhang. Zhang fires it in, the curve ball. Headed back, Carmichael trying to get on it. Carmichael! And that's kind of been the story. The shots have been there for Bob Jones, but just a little bit too strong on most of them. They say it was deflected. It will be a goal kick. Sub coming in for Bob Jones. Young checking back in, replacing Waddy. I appreciate, we've heard from a few people on Twitter. Because of the rain and everything, we're going to shut all that down as well. But if you want to tweet at me or talk amongst yourselves, again, use that hashtag NCCAA Soccer. Make sure you put that extra C in. Again, the autocorrect will change it, I guarantee. That ball deflected. Lima trying to get there. Headed forward by Sanzio for Pensacola. Another one of those guys playing big minutes today who we didn't see much of in that first match. Carmichael. Here is Rush. Mullinex. On the far side, Cruz. This is Walker. Walker to Rush. Rush had trouble with it. It's got some space to gather. Now facing pressure, deflected out to Carmichael. Chips it in. And on one hop, Konazinski makes the play. This field, according to the folks here at Pensacola, can handle up to 5 inches of rain per hour. We're certainly not getting anything like that. I've been through 6 hurricanes, and I don't think I ever got 5 inches of rain in an hour, or per hour. Long ball on the near side, and the Bruins pull up, realizing that it's a futile effort. Throw in upcoming for Pensacola. By the way, got to give a shout out to Alan Cahaley. He's the SID here at North Greenville. He was supposed to be off right now, folks, and he has been nothing but kind and helpful, and making sure the broadcast looks good. He's the one who gives you all the replays that you see, the goals and all of that stuff. He should be in his Barco lounger right now with his feet kicked up, drinking some hot cocoa, maybe a nice sweater on. Instead, he's suffering from hypothermia with the rest of us out here. Can't thank the folks at North Greenville enough. Everybody has been so nice. We were fortunate that they don't have a lot going on here athletically right now, at least not a lot of home games or anything during basketball or any other sport, so they were able to accommodate things pretty nicely, and everybody here has just been so pleasant in such drab conditions. We'll see how they are if we have to come back here tomorrow, though. Allen's ready. Lima fires it, and Landry will get on that one. Tomorrow is supposed to be the coldest day. I find that hard to believe standing here right now. But this is all a part of a system that came out of the Gulf, and then it's going to be followed up. It's combining right now with a cold front that's supposed to move through. Through ball, Carmichael. The defense is there again. That was Stanridge, making the play on it. Ball headed, Lima tries to run it down. He's in a foot race with the Bob Jones defender, Klein. And Mullinex tried to make a play on it as well. Minute 72, nearing 18 left to play. More subs are coming in. We'll tell you about those here in just a second. Looks like Pensacola is subbing. Mullinex gets a well-deserved break. He comes out. Rafael Sanzio, the Brazilian, coming back in for him. These two rivals meeting for the second time this season. Pensacola in control. Pensacola will be second in Pool A after this is finished. Stanridge on the near side, that's Brink. And possibly, we'll see how Joseph Lewos decides to manage this, but maybe get McClelland out, maybe get Yefimov, Buhalski, some of the other main threats out. For Pensacola, this is it. And there's an off day on Friday, so they don't have to worry about anything until Saturday. So there's not really a need to rest anybody, but in the conditions you're playing in, injuries are always possible. And maybe bringing in some other guys just to give them some minutes and help those other guys, those main starters, rest up and avoid any potential problems. Carmichael had that deflected, and I believe it'll be a goal or a corner kick, It will be. Walker's going out there quickly for the Bruins. So Walker will take it. 74th minute. Walker, a nice booming kick. That was headed off the top of the crossbar. Klein got the head. Konazinski with the save. Konazinski has made 3 terrific saves here today. 2 came back-to-back in the first half. And that time, the corner kick by Walker was over everybody, and Bruins Carmichael tried to make a play on it, but it does go for a goal kick. Pepsi Stadium, 41 degrees now, as the rain continues to fall and the wind continues to howl. Fall has made a rude entrance to the upstate. And we're only going to have fall for a couple hours. We're going right to winter tomorrow. By the way, as drab as things have been, it's going to be beautiful on Saturday. If you're thinking about coming up, maybe if you're a Bruin alumni and your team makes it to the championship, which is still a possibility. Or if you're a Pensacola fan, maybe you've been working during the week, you can't get away. If your team makes the final, certainly could be it'll be a beautiful day on Saturday. The championship game for the men this year is at 5. There is no third place, so if Pensacola doesn't advance, then this is it for them for 2018. '76th minute, that's deflected. Another corner to come. Walker will jog out there again. Bob Jones and North Central tomorrow at 7:30 approximately. That ball deflected out. Good defense here in this one for Pensacola. Cruz stays with it. Back to Walker. Walker sends it into the box. Oh! Rush had a great look at it and just hit it on the wrong side of the foot. Myers will come back in for Bob Jones, number 11. Waddy, number 9, also back out there, replacing Carmichael and Peterson. Chris Sheeman here with you in the upstate of South Carolina, North Greenville University, Division II member of the NCAA and a Division I member of the NCCAA. Picking up the slack thanks to this rough weather. Lima on the far side. Lima, stutter step. Lima into the box. And the defender holds him off. So Lima with a good run, but better defense for the Bruins. By the way, can I just say that Lima is the only one appropriately dressed out there right now? He's got the hoodie on. He is a smart man. That through ball, they were looking for Rush, but again, it's too far forward. There's a couple of guys out there in short sleeves right now that just blows my mind. I've got 4 layers on, and it feels like I'm wearing nothing. It's so cold. I can only imagine. Even running around out there, it still can't feel very good. Sometimes, though, players are creatures of habit, and if you're comfortable with, one kit and one particular shirt and one particular way of wearing your shirt, then you're not changing it. No matter if 40-degree blowing rain is coming right in your face and not. You're not going to switch it up. And I get that. The temperatures, by the way, for the championship game on Saturday are supposed to be near 60 and abundant sunshine. And we will be back at Bob Jones for that, certainly. So Pensacola fans, you will have to kind of wait and see, maybe check in tomorrow. Bob Jones and North Central will play at 7:30. If the Bruins win, they need to win big. Although I believe Pensacola would still have the advantage via the head-to-head. But again, that's all stuff that I don't want to say with absolute authority. We're inside the 80th minute now, nearing 10 and a half left to go. A foul on Pensacola and an opportunity here for Zhang and Bob Jones. Zhang over the three-man wall. Good curving kick, and it's hit into the back of the net, and it's Walker. So Bob Jones is on the board here late in this one. Carl Walker with the goal, his 5th of the season. And Zhang will pick up the assist. That's his 2nd. Three to 1. And when you talk about those tiebreakers and the goal differential, that's a big goal. It would take a miracle for Bob Jones to tie it up here in the last 10 minutes. Anything's possible in sports, as we know, but no matter what, that's a big goal. Lima brings it back to Brown. And that's going to be through the legs of Brink. So Bruins now with the throw. Myers hits it off the back of McClellan. 81st minute now. 9:20 remaining in this one. Now Cruz for the Bruins. And if the Bruins can even get another goal here, not only to make this one a little more of a nail biter, but that goal differential will be so big, potentially, if they're able to beat North Central tomorrow. Again, all of this is contingent on Bob Jones winning tomorrow as well. North Central is the top seed, and they control their own destiny. On the other side, Trinity wrapped up with 4 points. Kentucky controls its own destiny. If they win over Kansas tomorrow, that'll be a 5 p.m. game. Again, all these times are Eastern, by the way. You folks in Pensacola adjust as necessary. So Kentucky Christian can go to the championship game if they win tomorrow. For the Bruins, Myers. Inside 8 to go now, 83rd minute. This is Young. Rush had it taken away. Lima, the only guy up for Pensacola right now. And that's going to be a Bob Jones throw. Zhang will take it quickly. Young. Walker. Pensacola has dropped back. They are content to let the Bruins have all of the ball they want right now. Young, we saw some crazy stuff yesterday. That shot is fired, and again, too much on it. But we saw 6 goals in a 30-minute span between Trinity and Kansas yesterday. And from about the 75th minute to the 85th minute, the score changed a few different times. 84th minute. On the counter now, McClellan. And again, McClellan is happy to just keep on the ball and run these seconds. Whenever you have a lead, it seems like the game will never end. And the few times in my playing days when I was successful in anything, whether it was soccer or basketball, I think I told you guys the story last year about how I was on a soccer team so bad that the coach just stopped showing up for games. You ever been on a team so bad that the coach quits? I can't help these guys. But I do know from the few times that I was on winning teams that the clock just seems like it's in slow motion when you have a lead like this. Here's Young. Top of the box, Myers fires it in over on the far side, and it's too far ahead for Kester. So a goal, well, they said it was deflected, so it'll be a corner kick. Walker will go out there, 85th minute, nearing 5 minutes left to go in this one. So Walker will take another corner kick here. And it's over everybody's head, and it's going to go out of play. No harm done there if you're a Pensacola fan. And a throw in for the Eagles. So the Eagles on their way to just their 5th win of the season. Mentioned that brutal schedule that they played. Bob Jones in the process of joining NCAA Division III, starting the process of scheduling some of those style opponents as well. They played a lot of D1s. Mentioned as well, they played 4 teams in the top 10 in Division II. That's going to be a foul on the Eagles, certainly there. Brink called for the foul here in the 86th minute, nearing 4 minutes left to go in this one. So Zhang will take the free kick. Another curving effort that bounces, headed by Walker, hit up, and it's over near us. Another foul's going to be called on Pensacola. There has been plenty of griping on both sides of the field here today. I've heard a lot of that noise, and we're hearing it right now from Pensacola as a yellow card comes out. We've done, 4 games? I've seen 1 bad call in the 4 games. The officiating has been pretty good. Zhang, ball is still alive, and on the deflection, Waddy hits it, and it'll be out of play for a goal kick. It's like an injured player for Pensacola with 3:26 left to go. So a free kick to come as the clock starts up again here in the 87th minute. Cruz with the throw in. At center circle, guys sliding around. Klein comes up with it. Rush. This is Myers. And it's cleared out. Brown gets it away. And Lima, again, he's the only one up right now for Pensacola as they've dropped back. They've been playing back for the last, I'd say 15 minutes or so, ever since the game was pretty much not in doubt. Young gets it into the box, and that'll be cleared out. Nearing 2 minutes left to go. Zhang trying to stay on it, battling with Stewart. Ball into the box. Zhang fires it. Konozinski makes the block and save. Konozinski, that's his fourth really tremendous save here tonight. Get him the big roast beef sandwich at Slyman's next time he's home, family. Come on. The big man is doing big things here in the national tournament for your Eagles. Extra mustard. So nearing the 90th minute, Pensacola will wrap things up, at least for now, at 5 wins, 15 losses, and a draw. If you're a Pensacola fan, what you need to look for, you need to become big-time Bruins fans. You want the Bruins to win and win big tomorrow. Not too big, but keep in mind they do have the head-to-head tiebreaker over Bob Jones. But if all three teams win, then the head-to-heads kind of go out the window. So then it would come down to goal differential. Because if Bob Jones beats North Central, who beat Pensacola, you can forget all about all the head-to-head stuff. Another foul is going to be called here with 24 seconds. So this is a big play here. I don't want to harp on it too much, but there's a real potential that this pool might be tied with each team picking up a victory. And if that's the case, then this little, what might seem like a meaningless goal could have major impacts come tomorrow night. So it'll be Walker to take it. It's a 5-man wall for Pensacola here in the 90th minute. 24 seconds left to go. Walker fires it low. It's blocked by a defender. Headed back in by Zhang. 17 seconds left to go here in this one, and that's going to go for a goal kick, and that will wrap it up. So Pensacola will win, a must-win for them, 3-1. They will await their fate. For Bob Jones, it's win or go home tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Time against the North Central Rams. Quick recap of the scoring. Pensacola scored the first 3 goals. Mullinex scored the first 2 in the 30th minute, and then right out of the gates in the second half in the 52nd. In the 61st, it was Nick Stanridge, and then in the 80th, it was Walker for Bob Jones to make it 3-1, and that's how we wrap up this day. So tomorrow, it's a 5 and 7:30 start for both games again. Tomorrow night, it'll be Bob Jones and North Central to wrap up pool play. Be sure to come on back for that. Not sure if we'll be here or where we'll be, but we'll find that out tomorrow when the official word comes down. Wherever it is, we'll have it for you right here on the NCC AA network. For everybody here in North Greenville, my name's Chris Sheeman. Once again, your final. It's Pensacola 3 and Bob Jones 1. Have yourselves a good night, everybody. Stay warm.